we just heard your wonderful presentation about analog privacy in a digital world, and it's a fascinating concept and makes me wonder, why do you think it's not a bigger focus of people at the moment? Why do people focus on digital so much and sort of, I don't want to say neglect analog, but sort of push it to the side?
Well, I think it may be slightly neglected, but I think that the individual is left to struggle with it on their own. So you see it in the postures and the positions that people pick when they are working with digital technology. And this is something that I think that we can apply and raise awareness, first of all, about what those behaviors are.
And I think that it's something that architects and facility managers are acutely aware of, but we don't talk about it because the solutions to it are not really technological solutions. They are analog solutions.
And in many instances kind of brute force.
And that have to do with materiality rather than bits and bytes.
Do you want to maybe say a few words about the film? Just to recap shortly, quickly, your talk from before, just so that our viewers know what it is we're discussing so excitedly.
Steelcase developed a product that Designtex, which is a subsidiary of Steelcase Markets, called Casper Cloaking Technology. Casper Cloaking Technology is a material that you put on the glass of a conference room or huddle space or other space that has a large display in it, and it allows the people outside the room to see into the room but not see the information that's on the screen, and it allows the people in the room to see out of the room. So it's a unique product in that it simultaneously creates confidentiality while maintaining visual transparency.
And you said that the Casper film was launched in the US
Yes.
Just now, or rather
No, it was
earlier this year.
Earlier this year?
Well, yes, actually that's true, isn't it? Just a year ago.
Yeah.
Do you find that there is a difference in how privacy is considered or received or understood in Europe and in the US? I know that you're now launching in Europe as well.
We're finding that companies in Europe seem to be more receptive to this product than companies in the United States. We also see this as something that large companies are going to be quicker to understand because they're more aware of the risk potential that exists when you lose data or information.
Do you maybe think, do you understand this product as sort of a, I don't want to say cog in the system, but maybe part of a larger ecosystem of handling privacy in a different...
by all means. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so that is our challenge now.
Yes. What we're thinking about is ways in which the ways in which privacy can be maintained so that people feel safe and especially emotionally safe and nurtured, if you will, in the business environment, so that their needs for their individual needs for confidentiality can be met with something that they can see and feel. One of the issues with digital solutions is that you are simply trusting them, and as we know that things that we trust sometimes aren't worthy of our trust. Large companies that we trust with our data fail to keep it safe. This is something where you look at it and you know that, in fact, yeah, it's working. It's also fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you look at the EU and what we're doing at the moment with the data protection legislation, I don't know if you're aware of the new laws coming in force in May.
A little bit.
Yeah, so what's your view or your take on the digital privacy as it is now in the US? Or do you think it should follow Europe's lead, sort of, so to speak, or do you think something needs to be?
Well, certainly the consciousness is rising. In many instances, it's because of the major hacks of IDs and personal information. The question is whether or not it becomes a hot enough topic that the government becomes active and follows the EU's lead.
Well,
Hard to say.
Yeah.
Currently, we don't have an activist government that's interested in providing consumer protections in the same way that the European Union is interested in providing protections for its citizens. And that's a political situation for us that we're working through, I think, as a people.